everybody, this is Alejandro Arenas, and I just wanted to give you a brief overview of the masterclass I just did for the Clearwater Jazz Holidays Young Lions Jazz Master virtual sessions. This one was all about Latin and Brazilian styles from the bass perspective and how to apply them within the jazz context in a more authentic way. So we looked at the son montuno, which is kind of the basic pattern that a lot of people default to with the tumbao on the bass. We looked at the 3-2 clave, the 2-3 clave. Then we looked at the mambo, the cha-cha-cha, and the bolero, and how some of the bass patterns can overlap and be exchangeable to a certain extent across those different styles. Then we looked a little bit at Brazilian styles to differentiate from they don't really fit under the Latin umbrella. They shouldn't, because they have their own tradition, but that's why we differentiated them. So the Brazilian style started with the samba, the traditional samba, and how the bass started emulating the surdo and how it's evolved into something a little bit more important in terms of outlining harmony and all that. Then we looked at the bossa nova, how to play it in a simple way, which is repeated roots a lot of the time, and then add root fifth movement in order to make it move forward and not necessarily play too busy, and how to play with when a guitar player is also playing bass notes. We looked briefly at the baião, which is the northeastern Brazilian style, which is a little bit of a similar pattern to the 3-side of the Afro-Cuban clave. It's not the same, it's not based on the same rhythm, but it's kind of a pattern that appears throughout these styles. And lastly, we looked at the partido alto, which is a very cool style, that very cool pattern and underlying rhythm that kind of sits underneath the samba and the bossa to a certain extent, and how you can use it as a standalone rhythm and use it to maybe move the bridge of a samba to a different place or stuff like that. So variations on the patterns and how those rhythms kind of cross over, if you will. That was it for the masterclass. We briefly touched on all those things. We listened to some grooves, played some of the grooves, and there's a lot more masterclasses coming up with different instrumentalists and great teachers from the Tampa Bay area. So stay tuned for that. Go to the clearwaterjazz.com website under the education and outreach page, and you'll see all the information to access it there. So we'll hope to see you soon.